Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching. Today's topic is discipline is key. And I read this quote today, and it said, let me read it exactly what I had. I copied it and pasted it. I want to make sure I have it right. It is discipline is doing what you hate to do, but nonetheless doing it like you love it. So discipline is doing what you hate to do and doing it like you love it. Because if if we do say example, eating lunch, dinner, breakfast, lunch, dinner, usually most of us are gonna be so disciplined. I got to make sure I eat every day. Most of the time we want to eat and we're hungry, we eat. We don't say it's discipline like, oh my gosh, I forgot to eat all day today. It's just something we do. So it's not disciplined. We just do it. Now, what you eat, and if you're watching what you eat, that's discipline. But um, so anytime you hear the word discipline, it's always a negative feeling right away. It's just like it's something I don't want to do because we won't call it discipline. I'm very disciplined about doing all the things I love to do. No, I mean, technically, definition-wise, that works, but not, it's kind of like the word diet. When everybody hears the word diet, actually the definition of diet is just what you eat. So everybody's on a diet. Everybody has a diet. It's just, is it good or bad or okay? That's all. So discipline is key to doing the things that you hate to do and doing them like you love it. And I think a lot of people, any success in anything that needs a lot of discipline, it's usually that reward of getting it done, doing it daily, doing it as often as possible, getting that reward of what you're trying, being disciplined about. What's the goal? What's the goal? Bringing it back to real estate and prospecting. Do we want to sit on the phone? Well, example, let me take a step back. I just said this to an agent today. Every time I have an agent call me and say, hey, thinking about going full time, I have a 9 to 5 job. I'm going to take off. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do real estate full time. And the first thing I say is this: do you want to, it's not that you're going into real estate full time. Yes, you could go into real estate full time, but your full time job is real estate telemarketing. Do you want to be a telemarketer? And usually they go, what do you mean? I go, well, if you're working 8 hours a day now at a job doing something, your first thing you're going to do is fill up those hours with income generating activities. That means face to face talking to people, meeting with people, shaking hands, driving around, dropping off your business card, talking on the phone, nonstop. 80% of your 8 hour day now should be in front of people, on the phone with somebody, or having a conversation somehow through text with somebody live, like not just, oh, I sent out a bunch of emails, no responses, or I mailed something, no responsive. 20, 80, 20, 80% income generating activities. Do you want to do that? And usually they say no, or they say, yes, I could do that. So remember, in real estate, to be successful, if you're giving up something else and you want to fill it up with time, 80% of that time should be on the phone, talking to people, networking with people, dropping off your card, making connection, having conversation with live people through whatever means do you want. And 20% is getting that organized or taking notes or doing things to keep that system going. Because so many agents get into this and they're not disciplined or full-time disciplined to what they're going to do. They go, okay, I gave up my job. Now what? All right, get on the phone. Who do I call? That you should have had that ready before you gave up your job. So you have to get set up, just like an athlete wants to be disciplined to be the best at whatever sport they're going to be. He or she is going to have a plan. Like, I got to get better. Their basketball. If you want to be better basketball, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to practice. I'm going to make free throws. I'm going to dribble, be active. So if someone says, I have X amount of time, I'm going to practice. I want to be better at basketball. What do you think they're going to do? They're just going to sit around? No, they're going to get better physically fit, run, do sprints. They're going to do drills. They're going to shoot the ball, whatever. they're going to spend 80% of their time actively moving, and 20% of the time, maybe, if any coaches are watching this that coach kids or whatever, you're probably saying the same thing, is that when we have practice, which is whatever hour a day, because your practice as a realtor, if you have 8 hours a day, your practice is all day. You have, so until you have a buyers or sellers, and you play the game of real estate nights, weekends with your buyers and sellers when you're showing properties and listing properties. During the day, when you're not showing properties, not listing properties, you're practice trying to find more buyers and sellers. 80% of that time, whatever is allowed, is active, moving, talking, meeting. 20% of the time is analyzing and organizing. Just again, if you picture like throwing out like a 2-hour basketball practice, I'm sure an hour and a half of that is going to be actively moving, shooting, drills, running plays over and over again. And maybe the last 10, 15 minutes of the 2-hour practice is talking and analyzing and game planning. So think of it that way. So many agents just, when they go, I want to work today in real estate, they sit around, they fumble around a little bit, make a few phone calls here or there, waiting for things to happen to them. This is a contact sport. So you got to be disciplined. So back to discipline. You got to do the things that you hate to do, and you got to do them like you love them. Convince yourself that these are the things I need to do to get to this goal, and you love. I would say this. I'll leave you with this. Try to leave you with this, is that that you're grateful for the discipline. You're grateful for the things that you hate to do because you have the opportunity to do it. It's kind of like, I'm just throwing out a comparison. It's kind of like, I can imagine someone, now with the, football season, someone who's in the NFL, so a player in the NFL, they have practice and they have to run play after play and they have to be in shape and they do this, but they hate doing it. No, I mean, some of them like love it a little bit, but I don't think anybody says if you're going to be in the same place and if you're going to be successful, and you could sit around and do nothing and be successful, or you could work really hard and be successful. I think most people want to sit around and still be successful. So that what I'm trying to compare to in the NFL, those guys are not sitting around. They're working hard, but they're grateful that they're in the NFL. So I think they work harder. They go, I made it. I'm here. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to do well. And I'm thankful for the opportunity. So I'm going to work extra hard because I have the opportunity and I'm in the NFL. Comparing that to real estate, sorry if this is a bad comparison, is that you should be thankful when you making those calls and making those connections and prospecting and having the discipline to do it, and you hate doing it, but be thankful that you have this opportunity to be in real estate and earn that income when there's people that are not in real estate, they don't have other opportunities, they have 9-to-5 jobs, and if they want to make extra money, they have absolutely no way to do it. They have no opportunity to earn more money, be more successful in something else. They just have their 9-to-5 job, and every day after 5, they have nothing to do. Nothing to do that could generate them any income till 9 o'clock the next day. I can't live like that. I don't want to live like that. That's why I got in real estate 30 years ago. That's why I love it every day, 7 days a week, almost 24 hours a day. I love it because the opportunity is always there to do more if you want to. So, but it all starts with discipline. Sorry, I went off on tangents, like always. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, reach out. I'm here to help you if you need my help. And again, have a great day and hope to talk to many of you very soon. Bye-bye.